Hello and welcome to the 2024 Summer Iowa Games Preview Show. I'm your host, Rod Bottholt. We're closing in on the 37th edition of the Summer Iowa Games. Since 1987, more than 510,000 athletes have participated in the games, which bring over 13,000 athletes to Central Iowa each and every year. The Iowa Games truly is a summertime tradition in our state. On today's program, we'll set the stage for the 2024 edition by visiting with a few of the athletes and organizers who help make the game special. And as we move closer to the competitions in July, we'll have plenty of information on how you can get involved, either as an athlete or a volunteer. It takes a great team to organize and facilitate an event like the Iowa Games. As we'll learn on today's program, the faces may change from time to time, but that teamwork is a constant in making the Iowa Games run smoothly. This will be Trey Stanton's first year as the Director of Sports and Competition for the Iowa Sports Foundation, but he is no stranger to what makes the Games special.
I started with the Iowa Sports Foundation in 2021 as an intern for the Summer Games. This was an awesome experience, which eventually helped me land the job that I have now. I did get full-time in 2022 as the Assistant Sports Director. And then after going through the games in both winter and summer, I was promoted to the Director position in the fall of 2023. Soccer continues to grow and is traditionally the largest team sport with nearly 200 youth and adults teams competing. As far as individual sports, track and field and bowling always have strong participation. We are excited about pickleball and open martial arts, as both are continuing to grow. Our youth golf is also on the rise as we continue our partnership with the Iowa PGA and the junior and Pee Wee tournaments held at Vinker here in Ames. Wrestling was brought back in 2021 after a few years of being absent. And now with the addition of girls wrestling and the youth and high school levels, we look for this tournament to continue to grow. The easiest way to register is to check out our website, iowagames.org. From the main screen, click on the image, then select your sport and view all the details and register online. If any athletes or coaches have questions, they can always call us at 888-777-8881 or email us at info@iowagames.org. It's a lot of work, a lot of lead up, a lot of confusion, a lot of hard work and sweat. But when you're really there, seeing everyone compete, having a good time, it really is fulfilling to see all your hard work pay off. That's why I do what I do. Not only am I in the sports world, but I'm also able to provide sports for those that I was just their age, competing and traveling all over the state, so being able to provide that is very, very fulfilling.
And with his first summer as Director of Sports and Competition just around the corner, we wish Trey Stanton all the best. Let's take our first time out on the Iowa Games Preview Show. When we come back, we'll hear from one of the Iowa Games' brightest stars. Stay with us.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
The internet's not what it used to be. With MediaCom, you'll be living and working with new technology.
Welcome to the most unreal reality.
MediaCom's supercharged platform will power a new era of business, speed the creation of new technologies, redefine the rules, and revolutionize everyday living. The biggest thing to happen to the internet?
Since the invention of the internet.
It's happening. Get ready. Anything is possible.
Hot tracks, bright lights, top down, skylights. The canvas wide open, yeah. Red shoes, gold chains, big hair, ballet. The cameras are rolling. One shot, one dream. 6 hearts, one team. 'Cause we walk through the streets when we hit it to the beat.
Unleash your inner athlete. Register now for the Summer Iowa Games presented by Grinnell Mutual.
Welcome back to the Iowa Games Preview Show. Next, we shine the spotlight on our Marty McCone Iowa Games Male Athlete of the Year. Joey Dursky has only been competing in the Iowa Games for the past 2 years, but he has made the most of his opportunities, winning several medals, and more importantly, having a whole lot of fun. Let's hear from our Athlete of the Year, Joey Dursky.
So the first time I joined the Iowa Games was winter of 2023, actually repping the shirt that they gave me at that one. So winter of 2023, so I had spent the year getting in shape, but I needed some sort of a goal. Like I'm always goal oriented, some sort of competition, something to motivate me to keep going rather than just working out monotonous day in, day out. So I signed up for Ninja Warrior, that very first one. So I had sat on the couch, watched it enough on TV, and then said, well, I want to try that. I want to know how hard that is because it looks easy on TV. Well, spoiler alert, it's not as easy as it looks. So that was kind of my introduction into the Iowa Games, and it was a ton of fun. The guys, you know, they all support each other. Everybody that was there, they're all there for the same reason. So everybody was pretty cordial when it comes to chatting with other people while you're waiting to go and learning the course, observing everybody else. So it was a lot of fun to hang out there all day, get to know some of the other competitors, and try the Ninja Warrior for the first time. So there was like 120 something competitors that day, and my first time trying it, I ended up 4th. So just barely missed the podium. I really wanted a medal, but it was my first time trying it. I didn't know what to expect, so I was pretty happy with 4th place. So I wanted to continue with more Iowa Games, more stuff to force me to stay in shape. So I signed up for the summer Iowa Games, and I signed up for track and field. I did 6 events for track and field. I did high jump, long jump, the 110 high hurdles, the 100-meter dash, shot put, and discus. Ended up coming away with 4 gold medals, a silver, and a bronze. It was fun to kind of get back into it. It had been 20-something years since I had ran track, and I didn't realize how much I missed it. So don't necessarily miss the workouts in between track meets, but I missed being at those track meets. I've signed up for 3 events for this summer, so I'm gonna do track and field again. I've signed up for a couple more events. I'm gonna try my hand at the 200 and the 400 this year, as well as the same events that I did last year. On top of that, I signed up for strongman and disc golf. So just like with Ninja Warrior, I've never done strongman before, but I've seen it on TV. I'm in decent shape, it's age protected, it's weight protected. So I wanna just see what I can do. And you know, if there's other people there that are bigger, stronger, better than me, well, they obviously deserve to win. But I want to see what I can do for my own gain. So the competition's still there, but it's nothing like high school and college. So it's quite a bit more laid back. Everybody's there for their own reasons, but it's to challenge yourself. It's not necessarily to run or throw or jump against everybody else. It's okay, I did this 10, 15, 20 years ago. Can I still do this? Can I challenge myself to stay in shape enough to still be able to high jump or something to that effect? So there is competition there and everybody wants to win, obviously, but don't read too far into it. Just because you hit certain marks in high school or college, you're probably never gonna hit those again, but getting in a little bit of shape, going out there and trying it again, just do it for yourself. It's not about winning, it's about being proud of yourself, staying in shape, and staying healthy. My favorite memory from last year during track and field was at the long jump pit. So I had just thrown shot put a couple of blocks away, so I was late getting over to long jump, and I didn't have a lot of time to kind of get my steps in. And the guys that I ran the 100-meter dash against were also long jumping. So we were competing in dual events. And when I showed up to try to get my steps in, they jumped in right away to help me mark my steps, to help me kind of get lined up where I needed to be. They were coaching me on how close I was to the board or if I was, scratching with my toe going over or something. And so it was nice to see those guys, though we just got done competing in the 100, they wanted to help out in long jump. They wanted good competition as well, because you're only the best if you beat the best. So that's kind of my mentality as well. And then the downtime in between jumps, talking to some of the guys about why they were there. One of the guys that I talked to, his name was Ty, he said that he was there because his daughter was running track. And to keep her motivated, to get her ready for the Iowa Games, because the high school season had ended months earlier, so he wanted to keep her motivated by joining the Iowa Games with her as well. So he came out of retirement to motivate her, And I like doing the same thing. So I've spent, about the last year bragging up the Iowa Games Male Athlete of the Year and challenging some of my friends to come out and try to compete once again. So I've pulled a couple of them out of retirement. So they're gonna be running in my age group, in my events. And one of them, Travis, that I went to high school and college with, competed with him for 8 straight years. I've never once beat him in a foot race. So this might be my year to shine. It might not be. He might still get me. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited to run with him again. He's one of my best friends. See what we still have. And this might just be the beginning of another competition that we have for the next 8 years. So excited to give it a go. Receiving the Athlete of the Year was a huge honor. One of the things that I was bragging about to my friends and family is I now share an award that Tim Dwight won. So that's a pretty cool accomplishment. I was looking back through all of the previous athletes to see names that I knew. Obviously seeing him in there, being a professional football player and all that, and knowing his accolades through high school and college. Very cool to be in the same category, same presence as an athlete like that. So kind of using that as motivation to keep my friends in shape. We're all in our 40s now, so we need something to just get us off the couch, stay in shape, stay healthy. I mean, we only have so long on this earth, so, one extra reason to stay in shape, stay healthy, and stay active. Favorite or a most memorable? I think it was still Ninja Warrior. Like, that one was a lot of fun. I didn't have any expectations going into it. It was one of the most fun things to do. I didn't realize how much it was gonna hurt my hands and my arms until I got about halfway through it, and then it became mind over matter. The adrenaline was pumping the entire time. It was one of those things that you almost black out and then you're done with it. And it's like, wow, I just did that. I just finished one of those events that I never even thought I could try before. Don't overthink it. There's a lot that goes into it, but it's not like it used to be. Don't think of it as a high school or college track or any of those sports that you used to compete in. There's so much more to it once you get there. The camaraderie that we've talked about, making new friends, bringing in your friends. And we live in a digital age where everything gets shared on social media now. So you can kind of relive those glory days. You're not gonna hit those same marks. You're not gonna qualify for the Olympics. It's not gonna be anything too crazy. Just show up, do your best, take some pictures of it, brag to your friends and family about what you're able to do, and inspire others to keep doing it.
Joey Dursky, a great example of all that is good about the Iowa Games. Stay with us on the Iowa Games preview show. We'll visit with another new face on the Iowa Games staff. That's coming up next.
There's a spirit of innovation radiating from the Iowa State campus. You can feel it flowing through every building and in the hearts and minds of every person who studies and works here. It inspires a culture of creativity and collaboration unlike any other university, which is just one reason Iowa State was honored as the Entrepreneurial University of the Year for the Americas. At Iowa State, the spirit of innovation is in everyone, guiding us to create a brighter future for all.
Welcome back to the show. Cole Bollweg is in his first year as Assistant Director of Sports and Competition at the Iowa Sports Foundation, but he has also worked his way up the ladder and into leadership. Let's visit with Cole Bollweg.
I was able to intern here with the Corporate Games back in 2020, and they brought me back in 2021 to intern for them again. And that experience was unique. I actually didn't spend a whole lot of time here in the office in 2020 because that was the COVID year. So we did a bunch of different online, the virtual events, things like that. But I was able to meet a few people. I kind of just fell in love with it all, meeting everybody, seeing the competition. I'm in love with competition. I love sports. I grew up doing sports all my life. After college in, I think it was October of 2023, Kyle Wagner, who actually was my supervisor during my internship, reached out saying that there was going to be this opportunity with the Iowa Games opening up here soon, and I went for it, and here I am today. So I started here in December. We moved down here to Ames in January, and here I am today. My position title is Assistant Director of Sports and Competitions. That's with the Iowa Games and then also the Iowa Senior Games. On the Iowa Games side, my biggest thing is assisting Trey with whatever he needs. It could be reaching out to participants, it could be reaching out to venues, getting schedules put together, pretty much anything that you wouldn't think about that goes into these Iowa Games. That's what we do here, and that's what my position is. So it's been a little eye-opening for me, just all the different things that go into the event management side, but it makes it all worth it when you see all the competition go into fruition in July. I think the obvious answer with how big it is would be the youth soccer tournament. There's so many teams that come in, and that's a huge weekend of just straight up soccer. So I'm very excited to see that and see how we put that together for everybody. Another one I'm interested in, I have never been to, was a strongman competition. You know, playing football in my past, lifting weights, all that good stuff. Seeing the actual competition side of things is going to be something very unique, and I really look forward to that one. I would say it's probably just the behind the scenes of putting these schedules together. I'll connect it to the Winter Iowa Games. I was putting together the indoor soccer tournament for that, and I saw the previous year's example of what they did, and I just kind of looked at it. I'm like, holy cow, I don't know what I'm going to do. It was probably a 2 to 3 day process for us to get it all put together. It was a learn on the fly type thing. So putting those schedules together, there's a lot more that goes into it than you think. And then on top of that, just making sure all the participants are on the check-in list, make sure they're registered for all the different events that they sign up for, make sure we're not missing somebody on a heat sheet, you know, for track and field or something like that. It's a lot of review and double checking everything before heading to the events. So that's definitely something that I didn't think about, and I have a feeling nobody else thinks about either. It's a lot of happiness because all of our work is paid off. You know, we're here, we're doing it, and honestly, a little bit of relief. You know, we made it kind of feeling. It's fun to see the competition. My favorite thing that I've always said is just seeing the smile on the participants' faces. That's what I really enjoy, is making them happy because it makes me happy. And knowing that the type of sports and that competition that I love, being able to provide that for the people of our Iowa Games is something that I have a lot of passion for.
And Cole will be one of those people behind the scenes helping things run smoothly at this year's Iowa Games. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll visit with someone who knows all about the Iowa Games from many different angles. That's coming up next.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture.
It's important to get the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start.
Nothing can compare to that. We offer options and research and clinical care that isn't available anywhere else in Iowa.
We really have here world-class healthcare right in your backyard.
From a treatment perspective, from a research perspective, anything that I need to better my patients, the university provides.
This is why we become a doctor. Together.
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 Together, we're University of Iowa Healthcare.
Welcome back to the Iowa Games Preview Show. Barb Baker is a true friend of the Iowa Games. She has competed in the Games, she has coached in the Games, and she represents the Iowa Games presenting sponsor as the Director of Advertising and Community Relations at Grinnell Mutual. Barb Baker is simply passionate about the Iowa Games.
Grinnell Mutual was founded in Iowa, and so we really work for the people. Being part of the Iowa Sports Foundation in the Summer Games has just been a natural fit for us. We want to make sure that all of the citizens of Iowa remain healthy and active. That's part of our goal for our employees, and certainly like to see that across the state as well. I think it was probably about 25 years ago when we got involved in the Summer Games. My friend and I coached some teams, brought our children here and a lot of other children from the Grinnell area, which I think was important to have that exposure for them across the state. I've been a participant only recently. I think my friends and family would be surprised to think that I've become a runner, but that is kind of where I participated in the games. But I think it's important for all the people in Iowa to recognize that the summer games are not just for those who think that they excel at athletics. It's an opportunity for the young, the middle-aged, even the older people to get involved in anything they want to. They have the opportunity to do that. You don't have to be the best in your sport, but just come out and give it a try. I think the opportunity to participate is a good opportunity to meet people from all across the state, certainly. As young children, they're able to see teams maybe and team members from towns they maybe wouldn't normally come across as they're participating in athletics. It's a way to build camaraderie, it's a way to build friendships. I know personally I've gotten to know some of the other runners across the state that I wouldn't have an opportunity to meet, and we've become friends. We work out together, we have a good time when we get together at the Iowa Games, and it's just really an opportunity. It's a festival. It's not really always just a competition, and the opportunity to meet new people, have competitions, friendly competitions across the state really is just a fun event. So I think Summer Games really is hard to replace with other things because of the opportunities that people have and just the experiences to be in that type of atmosphere. The volunteers and the commissioners who run these games are the ones who really make things happen. Teams can show up, coaches can show up, participants can show up, and that's great. The staff puts things together, but without the volunteers across all of the many sports that they have, from bag distribution to check-in to how do I find my way around campus, those people just can't be replaced, and I don't think that we would be able to pay them for their services. So we do appreciate the volunteers and certainly the commissioners. They deal with a lot of things. Not only do they have to deal with weather, but they have to deal with team schedules and rescheduling and little things that come up, and I think without those people we just wouldn't have successful summer games that we do.
And again, a big thank you to Barb Baker and everyone at Grinnell Mutual for their support of the Summer Iowa Games. Let's take another time out on the show. We'll visit with the Iowa Games interns when we come back.
We are Wellmark. What makes us different makes us great. We're based in the communities we serve. Unlike our competitors, we're owned by our members rather than a distant stockholder. This means we focus on our customers, not our stock price. Since our beginning, we have worked to shape the healthcare industry through innovation and leadership, helping people take control of their well-being and improving their lives.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
Hot tracks, bright lights, top down, skylights. The canvas wide open, yeah. Red shoes, gold chains, big hair, ballet. The cameras are rolling. One shot, one dream, 6 hearts, one team. Cause we walk through the streets when we hit it to the beat.
Unleash your inner athlete. Register now for the Summer Iowa Games presented by Grinnell Mutual.
Welcome back to the Iowa Games Preview Show. We've already learned on this program that starting out as an intern at the Iowa Sports Foundation can lead to great things. This summer, ISF has 6 interns who will be non-stop busy from now until the end of the games.
Hi, my name is Avery Freed. I'm from Bonner, Iowa. I go to college at Upper Iowa University and my major is sports administration. This summer, I'm most excited to get to know everyone and watch kids find a passion for sports.
My name is Faith Nick Phillips. I'm from Honey Creek, Iowa. I'm a student at the University of Iowa where I study graphic design and art education. This summer, I am excited to capture everyone's favorite moments by taking some photos of the summer games.
Hi, I'm Madison Holton. I'm from Lake Mills, Iowa. I'm a senior at the University of Northern Iowa studying recreation, tourism, and nonprofit leadership with a minor in sports administration. And I'm looking to this summer with the Iowa Games for building my professional skills to get ready to enter the workforce in the fall.
Hi there, my name is Asa Cardenas. I am from Ankeny, Iowa. I go to school at Des Moines Area Community College. I am studying in sports management while also getting prereqs for my athletic training masters that I'm aiming for. One thing I'm most excited for about the summer games is just seeing how it's all pieced together. You see athletes do all these kind of things, and being one that used to compete, it's going to be fun to see in the background how it's all set up and created.
Hey, my name is Magdalena Keck. I'm from Austria and I'm a student at Iowa State University. I study event management, and one thing I'm looking forward to this summer is finally finding out what pickleball is.
My name is Carson Senchins. I'm from Denison, Iowa. I go to Loris College for school and I'm going to be a second year there. I study sports management and business administration there, and this summer with the Iowa Games, I'm looking forward to seeing people of all ages compete in sports.
Plenty of hands-on experience is just around the corner for the Iowa Games interns. From talented young people to a true veteran of these summer games, let's now hear from the Chief Operating Officer of the Iowa Sports Foundation, Nicole Kennedy. Nicole knows that those interns and many others behind the scenes are the true backbone to the Iowa Games' success.
We're excited about this year's group of interns. They started just a few weeks ago and they've been very eager to get to work in preparation for the Summer Iowa Games. Aside from interns, our volunteers are such an important part of the games. Volunteers range from sport commissioners, officials, and even athlete check-in volunteers. Discover Ames, a longtime gold sponsor, helps to recruit many of the volunteers. If you'd like to volunteer, you can visit iowagames.org/volunteer to learn more. It's been quite the adventure being with the Iowa Sports Foundation. It's been just over 16 years, and it's great to be in this current role where I'm more broadly able to support all of the programs going on and to see different aspects and angles of things and learn the insides and outs of all the things going on. It's been really an exciting time. As far as the events and just the sheer amount of workload that there is with all of the events we have going on, we would not be able to accomplish this without the volunteers. We need those people. They really make the event what it is and allow us to be able to offer the opportunity to so many athletes and participants. I would like to say thank you to all the athletes, the sponsors, donors, supporters, participants, commissioners, volunteers, everyone involved with the Iowa Games. Your commitment allows us to continue to be one of the largest state games organizations across the country. And don't forget to visit iowagames.org to register for the 2024 Summer Iowa Games presented by Grinnell Mutual.
And again, we want to wish Nicole and the entire team at the Iowa Sports Foundation much success as they get ready for the 37th edition of the Summer Iowa Games. We leave you with one final thank you to all the wonderful sponsors who make the Iowa Games possible. Thanks for watching and enjoy the games.